The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
We continue on the Domino's post-game report. Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, I'm going to be honest with you. It's signing day. I've been at it since the early hours of this morning.
Yes.
Ashley Ingram signed 59 guys.
Good gracious.
Busy day at the office.
Yeah, I would say.
So I've got a plate of nachos, and I'm going to just shut up and let you talk about this game. So tell me what happened tonight.
Well, as I said to the team, I'll take an ugly win over a beautiful loss any day of the week. Mars Hill, Mars Hill is struggling a little bit in terms of wins and losses. But everybody forgets, man, they started off this year 4-0 and were ranked, receiving votes to be top 25 in the country. I think they are very talented. I think they are, athletically speaking, as good as anybody in our league. I think they're playing really hard, especially on the defensive end. They sort of disrupt and take you out of things. I think they're great on the offensive glass. There's a lot of positive things I can say. And I thought that they, gave us a lot of trouble today. So credit to them. I also think that we came out right. We came out right. The first 4 to 8 minutes, I was pleased. And then for the next probably 22, it was disgusting. Just disgusting. Just a real stinker, Cav. Just a real stinker.
One of Chuck's little stinkers?
Yeah, it was a stinker. But then we sort of stabilized and were able to finish it. We got some stops, some timely stops, and got some timely baskets to sort of get enough separation to get a win. So I will give our guys credit to hold on because we were really close to getting our rears beat. But we did just enough to give ourselves a chance to get a win.
You're coming off of a phenomenal win over Lenore-Rhyne.
Yeah.
And you said it post-game. I heard you say it in practice throughout the week. You said it on air in the pregame talk. You said it off air after we finished the pregame talk. And that was LR cannot be a hangover for this game. And I find it unusual that you came out with your hair on fire, started great. It was just that middle 20.
If there is something that would be a delayed hangover, I guess we either experienced it or we've created it, a new sort of genre of nastiness. And but I've got to say this: I take some responsibility for this too, Kev. I was making decisions there in the game that I don't think necessarily were in hindsight were the best decisions. I didn't trust my gut on a couple of things, and that's that's my fault. But as we've said throughout this season, we've got to become a team that controls our controllables, that limits or minimizes controllable mistakes, and realizes that winning is hard. It's hard to win games, man, and we've been trending in the right direction, since really probably the last game in December, and I like where we're going. But today, it just wasn't our best.
Let's focus on the final 10 minutes. You trailed 58-56 with 10:42 to go in the second half, and all of a sudden the switch flipped. Mars Hill doesn't score for 3 minutes, and you're on a 12-0 run. You're up double digits, and you don't surrender the lead. What was it? What clicked in those moments?
I think it was a combination of stops and then generating scores in transition, and a lot of those were like putting pressure on the rim in the paint. Trey again had an electric performance for us. 28, 9 assists. As I told him, the real funky little thing about that is the 5 turnovers, but he sort of bounced it out with three steals. But I thought he was a big catalyst for us. Again, I thought Josh Butts came in and gave us some really good minutes when we needed it. Nick, Jack, and John a little bit quiet, I guess, but still worth 40 points, worth half the points. And they had some critical baskets there late as well. So a lot of people had their fingerprints on the game there at the end. So credit to our guys for that.
It's been easy these last 2 games to focus on the micro for Trey. 58 points in his last 2 outings, and stupidly efficient while doing it, while also sharing the ball at a high level.
Yeah.
But let's talk macro, big picture. He is now at 1,018 points for his collegiate basketball career. How pleased are you to see that and what he's done? These more than 800 of them have come here at Carson-Newman.
See, that's how he got 80% of those things in 50, a little over 50 games, 52 games or whatever. I just, I wish that maybe Trey would have been coming here out of high school and spent all 4 with us. I think if he had, I think he would be scoring a lot more than 1,000 points. But that's a major accomplishment, man. It's a major accomplishment to score 1,000 points in college basketball. And Trey Hubbard is in that really small percentage of guys that actually has done that. That's behind him now. I know that ultimately he wants to win games and wants to try to make it into postseason and play well in postseason. So in some ways, for him and for us, I'm glad that's behind him. We've had 4 guys eclipse the 1,000-point mark this year, which is unusual and unheard of. But now we can focus more on sort of big team issues.
You're back at home on Saturday facing the Newberry Wolves. What do you have to do to, I guess, wash a touch of the sour taste from your mouth from this one and get ready for a really quality defensive-minded Newberry club? I
think Newberry is one of the most challenging teams in this league. There she is, delivering her treats.
Mama Zhao.
She always comes through. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I mean, the reality is we're going to have our work cut out for us. Man, I think they're big, they're physical, they're one of the best defensive teams in our league. They have shot making. We saw that we were very fortunate to win down there. It was the last second shot basically to win on the road at Newberry. I don't know how they've done tonight, but I know that Kirk and his crew will come in here, ready to compete, and we'll get their best game.
One final note before we go. Are you willing to publicly proclaim your grandfather name when your first grandchild arrives?
I'm okay with that. I got to give credit where credit's due. My guy right here was sort of the guy that my guy right here, the Coop, sort of brought it to the table. I guess we've finally settled. But you've added to this too.
I have.
Grandpa Yoda. Grandpa Yoda, which we'll get to.
Which the child will inevitably slur into Yodi.
Yodi.
And I see you as a Yodi.
Yodi. I like it. I went and looked up, like, what does Yoda actually mean? Yes, of course, a Star Wars fictional character, but I went and looked, and to my distinct pleasure.
What does it mean?
Ancient Sanskrit and Hebrew, which I liked.
Okay.
Official meaning, one who knows.
Oh, that clearly. You just want to live in opposite world. It's
Bizarro world. In Bizarro world, I'm the one that knows.
In your senior citizen grandfather life.
Yes. So, I've embraced it. I've let my daughter and son-in-law know that this is the direction that I'm the last of the grandparents to finally lock down a name. In just the nick of time. In just the nick of time, Kev.
Yeah, you got a couple months.
So, we've got that behind us now. Now we can focus on Newberry.
You didn't watch Game of Thrones, did you?
No, I did not.
Yeah. Well,
Battlestar Galactica, yes. Game of Thrones, no.
This won't land for you like it will for me saying it. But Chuck Benson, you know nothing.
I don't know what it means.
I know you don't. But it warms my heart to say it to you.
Fair enough.
It warms my heart to say it to you. Chuck, congrats on the win. We'll talk Saturday.
Thanks, Kev.
That's Carson-Newman head at men's basketball coach Chuck Benson, our AEC Electrifying Play, and our Food City Player of the Game. Headed your way when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.